Welcome on in, folks. How are we all doing today? What is up in your neck of the barnyard? Hope you are doing well. Hope you've had a fantastic weekend. Hope you are ready for some shiny hunting action tonight. It's going to be a blast. I'm ready for it. Hope you're ready for it as well. Oh, all right, chat. How was everyone's weekend? How was everyone's weekend? Oh, right. Sorry, I had to do one quick thing. I said just for the sake of apparently just a TOS thing on YouTube. Anyway, just getting into it. What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight? My energy was thrown off for a second there, but we're good. We're good to go. I am so happy to be here with y'all. I hope you all ready to be doing some shiny hunting tonight. We're going to have some fun over in Legends Arceus, of course. I'm going to save Scarlet and Violet for Wednesday so we can have a little bit more time in a game where we probably need to dedicate a little bit more of it anyway. But welcome on in, everybody. I hope you're having a good time tonight. I gotta change that song so I don't get hit with a copyright. I get, you know, the buttons on my keyboard don't work anymore. Oh well. Technical difficulties, a classic here. Go gaming. I'm trying to think, like, how does stream? Anyway, chat, I'm gonna say hello to everybody here in a second and kick things off with a roll call. But as we get things going to start the night off, but y'all be sure to hit the like button on YouTube as we get things going. It takes a moment of your time, but it is greatly appreciated by the goat here in the chair and Tully as well, clearly, because we've got a boy now hanging out with us. What's up, bud? Gonna be the co-pilot to today's stream. I love that. Thank you. As you're hitting that like button on YouTube, chat, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well, and maybe even, and definitely even, I should say, the follow button over on Twitch, since we stream on both platforms every day but Sunday, with the exception of, obviously, some vacay time coming up this weekend. As you saw, you may or may not have seen in the schedule that it was released earlier today, both on the Discord and the YouTube. That being said, also, be sure to be checking out the Discord. Quick shout out to that. Stream, you know, be part of the action between the streams. Join up with the Discord. Follow Goatly on the socials, the Twitch, the TikTok, the Instagram, and the Twitter. Or X, however you want to refer to it these days. But that being said, folks, let's do that roll call, like I said, and welcome on in, everybody. We got Andrew Wade, we got Draconified, we got MJ, we've got Streamlabs, of course, we've got a whole host of folks over here on the Twitch side of things, too. We got Blue, we got Hammerhead, we got Darkside Killer. What's going on, folks? How are we all doing tonight? What up, Soundwave? Welcome on in, everybody. And Tully, of course, hanging out with us as well. Just catching up a little bit on chat there. Soundwave, we're here for you. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that with Bet the Godfather. We'll keep him in good spirits for you tonight, though. We'll definitely give you some laughs, some ha-ha, some hee-hees, and we'll pick the energy up for you there out there. But enjoy, everybody. Otherwise, let's get on into this here. What's up, KT? Boo! It's a ghost! Welcome on in, chatters. How we doing tonight? You beat your grass run, Hammerhead. Congratulations. I love that. Leon's Charizard was completely flattened by Max Roxfall from Tangrowth. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. You know, you wouldn't really expect a grass type to take down a Gigantamax Charizard, but that seems to be the case over there. So, pleasant accidents to be had, right? All right. I've been waiting for this for some time. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I mean, hey, listen. You know, it's even if it's an expectation, it's never easy. You know what I mean? Like, never the first. There's no good like way for me to say this, I guess. But it's honestly, it's just, you know, gotta appreciate them while they're here and appreciate them furthermore when they're not. You know. Did I see the trivia question? No, MJ, I did not see a trivia question. And Blue, you doing Roblox today? What are you doing today? Doors, rooms, and doors. Rooms and doors. Usually doors, rooms have doors. That's a good thing to start with. Well, good luck there, gamer. You're in your first Gen 5 run right now, Darkside Killer. Let's go. All right, chat. Speaking of let's go, let's hop on into it tonight. So, as you see on the bottom of the chat right below me now, that's only a smattering of our bounty targets right now. We do have a bounty board, so make sure that you're checking it out with Command Bounty. I'm going to put the command in both chats here real quick, so that way you guys can take a look and see what the most active listings are. Targets that we've acquired, targets that we need to collect. And I'd say everything in between, but that's really kind of it. So actually, I guess really everything in between kind of comes down to this, though. So we're going to start working on getting some perfect dex progress for a lot of the space-time distortion Pokemon. So like Magnemite, Cranidos, Shieldon. I'm going to try to get as much of the Dex data completed as I can for these guys. If in case we do come across a space-time distortion at any point, I at least want to give myself the best odds if they pop up, because that's going to be a big living Dex thing down the road anyway. So want to try to start knocking that out as well. Hey, Hustler, welcome on in. How you doing? How you doing over there from Ba Sing Se? The joke there is that my lovely fiance and I are watching through Avatar: The Last Airbender, and she's catching up on an episode in Ba Sing Se right now. Got the Discord running, and I showed off the lovely grass team in the general chat. I thought I saw something about that before there. Nice job, Hammerhead. Nice job. All right, so I have a massive outbreak here in the field lands. Let's kick things off tonight, chat. Let's get a fantastic shiny friend here off the bat. King Boomy is the best Earthbender. Oh, it's hard for me to disagree, but I gotta. It's tough. I've see it's 1 and 2 in such a, and it always like it's a flip of the coin kind of day thing, like, or depending on the day. Like I always go back and forth between Iroh and Toph. They're both such great characters. You really, I mean, I'll be honest, you're gonna be hard pressed to find a single poorly written character in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I genuinely, across the board, you're gonna find every character serves their purpose and is extremely well written within their purpose. Even if you don't like the characters, Avatar: The Last Airbender gives you complete feels for all, like, everything around. It's so good. Fine, Cabbage Guy is the best character. That, you know, at least we can agree on that. Cabbage Guy is without a doubt the best character in all of animation. You know, Tommy Pickles be damned. My cabbages! That's what I'm so happy they carried that over into the live action. And spoiler alert, if anyone hasn't seen the live action, I mean, it's not incredibly expansive, but I'm just glad at least, you know, for a lot of the what's the word I'm looking for here? A lot of the like heavy cultural parts of the show, like fan service parts of the show in the anime, they carried over at least to the live action, and I'm happy with that. I'm a big fan of that. What up, Draconified? How you doing today? All right, so that sorry. I'm curious to have the conversation. Let's go on with this. So, like, we've discussed a couple of Earthbenders here. Any other top Earthbender candidates there, like between Boomy and Toph? Any other big Earthbenders out there? I'll even expand into the Legend of Korra if you want to throw some Korra characters in there. Any other contenders for top Earthbender before we? Because I'll do this for all 4 elements. I am so down for this. So let's have this conversation. Let's start off with Earth though. Let's not get too carried away. So you guys tell me, any other candidates for Earth, or we're sticking with Boomy or Toph? And if you're gonna stick with Boomy or Toph, you let me know your vote. Or honestly, I'm not even kidding. Oh, chat, something stupid just happened. I was putting my Joy-Cons down so I could put on a poll on YouTube. One of my Joy-Cons slipped off and hit me in a spot. Let's just put it that way. Woo! Okay. Who's the best Earthbender? Boomy or Toph or other? Let us know in chat. Cool. There we go. Fantastic. Oh my god. All right, let me retrieve that Joy-Con that betrayed me, we'll say. All right, let's get back into it here. Okay, cool. There's that. There's this. Sweet. The only thing I was disappointed in was how they did the firebending in the live action. I'd have to take a look at it again and see, because I'll be honest with you, I liked the way that they presented the bending for all of the elements. I really think that they stepped it up. I mean, I had this argument or conversation rather with a friend who defended the M. Night Shyamalan movie, which I know. But put down your torches and pitchforks. I gave enough guff about that. Don't worry. But that being said, I kind of also understand the argument being made that the M. Night Shyamalan live-action bending had to walk so that I don't know who's actually putting on the current live-action series, the production house behind that or the producer behind that. That being said, so that series bending could run. How does the bounty board work? What's going on, Slash in Time? Good to see you. So if you take a look at the board, you'll see the current hunts that are targets in yellow. They'll be listed as in progress, whether they are in Legends Arceus or Scarlet Violet or both, aka various. The ones that are completed, obviously, are the ones that are in green, along with the associated date that they were completed, or caught, rather, in what appropriate game they were listed in. And then lastly, for the sake of the board, and I haven't added it yet, but eventually I'm going to be hosting the bounty targets that were posted into the bounty board on Discord, or rather the bounty channel on Discord, I should say. Those will also have a like an Imgur link or whatever posted to the bounty board along with the appropriate target. Really trying to build up the presentation value of it all. You know what I mean? Come on, give me Shellos. Oh, I don't need Gastrodon, but if you want to give me Shalfa Gastrodon, I'm not going to hate this. I'm not going to hate this. This is living deck stuff. Shalfa deck stuff. This would be kind of cool. This would be kind of cool. Because I already have... Ow. For the sake of my living decks in general... Well, that answers... Oh, no, wait, there's a fourth one. Okay. For the sake of my living decks in general, I've got both EC Shellos and Gastrodon. I actually have the Shalfa EC Gastrodon, but I don't have West Sea Shellos yet. So that would be something worth collecting. Yikes. But it'd be phenomenal if I could just get one of these. There we go. I got one. Okay, sweet. Moving on. Am I okay? Oh, I'm fine, Andrew. Don't worry. It's a temporary thing. It's all good. I appreciate the concern, though. Let's go get that Chimcham. Because I need to think. I think I need an Alpha Chimchar. It'd be great if we could permutation the Chimchar here. Yesterday I got my 16th Jumbo Shiny Pokemon in 105 checks, and today I got my 96th Shalfa Tentacruel. Nice job, Draconified. Killing it over there. Oh, the Monferno. Oh, that would have been so nice. If you were a Shalfa Chimcham, that would have been phenomenal. Hey, Tully, get away from my water, buddy boy. That's not for you. That's not for you. That's not for your. I know you put that mouth. That you. You back up. Oh, that's a great question too, Slashing Time. I realize where you're going for that. So let me get to that in just a second. I wanna make sure so that because I see messages before they disappear, and I'm also fighting a cat, so like I've limited arms at the moment. Let's see. So your thing is the animated series, their energy produced fire, and the live action they just source already present. What do you... maybe I'd have to refresh myself again with the live-action version, but elaborate a little bit about that. And MJ, what you got? Invader Keith first Pegasus with Kaiba as a guest, who was a crown member of the Pegasus Scribble on a page. It was like the kid, right? The random-ass kid? I don't remember. I don't know if that kid grew up into somebody later in the franchise, but that's that. So I noticed that the bounty targets are requested. Is that a Twitch sub YouTube member thing? Yes, so that is actually... how we request bounties, that's a great reminder, actually, Slashing Time. So the way that we request bounties here in the Barnyard is that you either become a Twitch member, a Twitch subscriber or a YouTube member, or gifting the same paid memberships. If you want a Shalfa bounty hunt, a Shiny Alpha bounty hunt, all I ask is that you do share the love with more of the community in the regard of gifting 5 of those 5 of those paid subs or members, depending on the platform that you are on. And that's the way that we do it here at Go Gaming. That's the love that we try to share. You guys are never expected to dono or member or anything like that, but it's always appreciated, and I just want to give a little bit of a extra measure of appreciation for everything that you guys are able to do for Goatly. So, you know, I try to make it as symbiotic a parasocial relationship as I can, you know? Jumbo Shiny Porygon 2? Ooh, that's a good one to get there. Let's go. Alright, well, at least I get some data here for the Magnemite. From what I remember, they need a source of fire to use firebending like a burning boulder or something. So they need a source of fire. Okay. So so in the live action, you're saying that they needed something already, like an existing source of flame in order to bend that flame, as opposed to being able to utilize flame out of thin air like they often do in the anime. Is that what you're saying, Soundwave, just for confirmation? There we go. Okay. Okay, got you. See, I don't remember that. That's fair. I mean, I'll as a critique, that's a fair critique to have. I just don't. I remember that. I do not remember that off the top of my head. It's always good to be reminded of that kind of stuff, though. What up, Moondrop Shadow? Well, I don't know why I always say Shadow. Moondrop Showdown. What's going on tonight? Guess who's herba hunting to get rock type sparkling and encounter power sandwiches for Minecraft, man? Is it Draconified? Or wait, maybe no. Hang on. Is it Andrew? No, hang on. Wait a minute. Is it you, Moondrop? I think it was a first season thing. Never watched beyond that. As far as the live action, well, the live action only is one season so far. All right, looking for any trees because my outbreaks are done, which is fine because I got all the targets that I really wanted to work on at that point. Offline chat, I finally got the Pichu line finished. I finally found a shiny Pichu gloriously by itself in a mass outbreak, so I was very happy to knock that one out. Because honestly, doing random checks for Pichu was kind of starting to get a little annoying because there was a lot of them and none of them wanted to shine. And it's, you know, there's a couple of other targets and like other trees that I could be looking for out in the Obsidian Fieldlands here that are a little bit more of my priority at the moment. Shaky tree. Ooh, hello, Shaky Tree. Speaking of, Shaky Trees for Burmy and Wormadam are my highest target with the perfected dex data. Thank you for the shiny luck to sound with. Appreciate you. It's me! Doing another playthrough of Scarlet Violet. Current team is Crocolore, Flaffy, and Gibble. I love that. I love that. Gen 2 represent with the Flaffy. Loving it. Jumbo, Shiny, Porygon, and Porygon 2. Wonder if I should get the third one to complete the set. Obviously, you got the Jumbo Dex going right there. Living Jumbo Dex. Want that beautiful Minecraft Man. I'm trying to think, who is Minecraft Man? Minecraft Man is, who are you thinking, Garganackle? Is that what you're talking about? I'm trying to think of myself like it's the like, same sort of graphics, more or less. Come on, Joy-Con. Work with me here. Shaky Rocks I'm not too concerned about because there's not a whole lot that can bounce out of the rocks that is exclusive and really worth my time individually like that, you know? Terror raids are hard. Terror raids are definitely hard. They're no easy walk in the park, depending obviously on the level, but the ones that are worth it are definitely they make it worth it, you know? They make the worth. I'm sorry. They make it a worthy effort in order to be worth the effort. Kind of confirmation Garganackle. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a day of shiny hunting over in Scarlet Violet on Wednesday, chat. Because I have a lot of bounties that are starting to stack up over on that side of things, so I got to make sure that we start knocking them out. Knackle Stack, and Garganackle. Are you looking for just the one, or do you have the whole, like, do you have the other two already completed in the line? Are you trying to get that full line? It is a good shiny line. It is definitely a good shiny line. I'm a fan of that one. I like Shiny Knackly is it's subtle because of the fact it's a small Pokemon, but I love the change in the orange on top of its head. Very cool. Very cool. How am I doing on that Magnemite line? Let's go. Okay. You know what really sucks, guys? Magnemite might be one of the hardest ones for me to actually find as a shiny or perfect the dex data at the very... Let me back up and say perfect the dex data for. Because if you take a look at this one real quick, not only do I have to catch 2 more just to perfect it, 2 lines below that, I have to defeat a total of 15 Magnemites. If you're unaware with how Magnemite spawns in this game, you see how it says Habitat Unknown? It's because it really only spawns in one very specific set of conditions, in space-time distortions as one of the 3 rare spawns, and only in the Coronet Highlands. So this little bastard's going to be really hard to find shiny. What's up, Scrimpy? Welcome on in. I have 2 Knackly. Nice, there you go. Just random finds along with my horde of shiny Swah. I'm jealous. You're kind of sick of the Yellow Cloudbird. I love the Yellow Cloudbird. That's one of my favorite shinies. I think the best shinies, by the way, chat, I truly believe that the best shinies are baby Pokemon. Or, like, the first stage Pokemon. Like, Teddy Ursa's my favorite shiny. Swablu's one of my favorite shinies. I just think the shinies look so much better on the base form. I'm sure that there are, exact and specific cases of evolved forms having better shinies. But, like, also for the sake of that, I'll say Gibble versus Garchomp, you know? As one top example. Oh, the one thing I wanted to check out here, the one last thing I want to check out here actually is the Togekiss. Let me go. Speaking of space-time distortion, that's so funny. I thought I heard it, and it literally popped in right behind me. Perfect timing. Research for Tentacruel is not even close to perfect and is shown. Let's go, Draconified. We love that. We love that. You got 15 random shiny Swablu. I'm only, like, immensely jealous. You know what I realize I can do beside my Gardevoir and Glade? What's that? What can you do for us, Moondrop? Or not, well, not for us necessarily, but what can you do? You shiny king. Goat grants me a shiny Bergmite. If I had an extra Hammerhead, 100% I got you. If I had an extra. I don't even have that line finished for my living decks. Avalugg is a little annoying for me. Ooh, there's a tree. 5-star Ice Raids for... Ooh, Gyarados. Gamer after my own heart. Hunted them once, and from there I kept finding them while running around. You know, there are worse accidents to have occur. Chat, as that link pops up in the chat right now, by the way, if you haven't already taken a look at it, be sure to be taking a look at the store. Got some Goatly Goat merch you could get your hands on as well. Be sure to be using code Goatly, I'm sorry, Goated at checkout for 10% off. Got 96 Shalfas. That's true. That's true. It's a humble flex right there, Draconified. And not so humble flex. It's a flex. It's just a flex. It's indeed just a flex. Oh, Wormadam is not very affected by electric? Is it? Is this form bug grass? I guess it is. Huh. What generation am I doing next Saturday? I'm doing Gen 5. I am doing Gen 5, Andrew, which actually, that reminds me, I've got to get some information over to Forg. Oh, this is a really, so this is a really tough situation here, huh? Maybe I go to the Staraptor and I just, you know, do the thing with these guys. That'll work. If you did have Bergmite, I would totes give you my shiny Venomous-based Paint Eater? Venomous-based Paint Eater. Paint Eater is throwing me for the largest loop I think possibly it could have. Venomous? I'm like, that's fine. Totally understand. There's a quality to be met when it comes to Venom. Paint Eater. I'm trying to think, man. Like, I'm trying to think, like, what Pokemon was born in like 1950s America? Oh, Venomoth! Oh, what up, Dragonic? Welcome on in. Coming on in with the of a certain variety. Okay, yes, perfect actually, because as much as I need to get Magnemite, I need to get Cranidos and Shieldon also. I'll do a quick check of the Togekiss, and then we'll go back over to that Space-Time Distortion. I'm trying to remember what it is that spawns in Space-Time Distortions in the Field Lands, as far as the rare spawn. I think it's... I want to say it's Sneasel and Weavile, which kind of sucks, actually. What do I have to do for Sneasel and Weavile? That's another one I should consider getting perfect. You named your... Oh, you named the Venomoth Paint Eater. Got it. Okay. Got it. I feel comforted in the knowledge now that I wasn't trying to find just a regular paint-eating Pokemon. Oh, Cranidos. You did a good job. You did a job. Let's get the other one out here, huh? Two Majora's Mask. Yes, no, I did. No, and honestly, it's nice too because I've been looking to get another good TBT series in there. So I appreciate that suggestion. That was a good one. And I felt like at some point it was a natural. It was going to happen naturally anyway, for the sake of having already played Ocarina of Time. It just made sense. So I appreciate the suggestion, the Dragonic. Soundwave, I'm assuming that those are the spawns that could be rare in the Space-Time Distortions in the Field Lands. You're saying Gengar, Sneasel, Weavile, Leafeon, and Sylveon. That's cool. Okay. So, I don't know what they're necessarily called for the larger spawn pool, but I know that technically the rare spawns, by terminology, are the Sneasel and Weavile. Because there's only... Okay. every 30 seconds, there's a grouping of 2 or 3 Pokemon that'll spawn and respawn, or I'm sorry, spawn, despawn. That was perfect timing. Oh my god, I hear the thing roaring already. Let me explain this concept though real quick. So every 30 seconds in the space-time distortions, the Pokemon will respawn, or spawn, despawn, a new pool will pop up. And like that's the greater spawn pool that, for this case in the Fieldlands, Gengar, Leafeon, and Sylveon can be a part of. They cannot be the rare spawns that are only one of 3, or rather that three Pokemon will pop up as the distortion's going on, and I'll call them out as they're going on. Those are the only ones that can be Sneasel or Weavile. So that's going to be kind of the particular issue at the moment. And right now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of using up some items so that I can clear some space for all the different valuables that pop up in these space-time distortions. And then I think that's about... the last thing I wanted to check was Sneasel's dex data. Because if there's anything that I need to do, I need to defeat 4 more. Okay. But I can also do that for the Hisui and Sneasel, so I don't have to do that necessarily for Jotoni and Sneasel. Okay, so that's good to know. I should really do that, because there's not a lot of dex data left that I need to do for this one. And it would help me so much for Jotoni and Sneasel. Weavile, I should also put into the party so that I could start doing better with this as a potential shiny spawn. All right, let's get into this space-time distortion and wish me luck, chat. Wish me luck. Hit that like button. It gets a little bit extra luck for you, a little bit extra luck for me. We off the bat got a Sneasel. What we're going to do is we're going to take this thing down since we have to defeat some more. Have I ever found 2 shinies next to each other in Legends or Scarlet? Yeah, absolutely. I have a couple of shorts out recently where we had a Psyduck outbreak and a Chansey outbreak with 2 shinies right next to each other. Definitely take a look at those, guys. If you haven't already taken a look at the shorts on the channel, be sure to hit those, or take a look at those. Like, share, comment, all the fun stuff. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Definitely the last one, too, guys. If you don't mind showing a little love on the last one. It got, for some reason, absolutely no traction on YouTube. And that really kind of upset me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. YouTube's a weird game, BT-dubs, guys, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But, no, that last short, guys, if you could show some extra love, because it was an amazing moment. One of the most hype moments of my entire shiny hunting career. And YouTube decided to look at it and say, you know what, actually, Goat, nah, it's not. And to that, I cry. I cry every time. Rarest is Leafeon according to the chart. Really? Huh. Well, then, you know, let me take a look at Leafeon and Sylveon, too, for the sake of it. Sylveon, I obviously already have shiny. It was one of my first evolutions that was shiny, so I'm not too concerned about that. Leafeon. Okay, interesting. Alright, so the other 2 spawns were Sneasel, so nothing in the rare slots for me. Really just kind of looking for any Sylveon, Leafeon. You know, to be honest, chat, it's funny. I've gotten a couple of shinies out of trees in this game. I've gotten a shiny out of a rock in this game. I've never gotten a shiny in a space-time distortion in this game. So that's definitely something I'm fiending for. I would love that. Hello, Steelix. I could not tell what you were for half a second. Where's the other valuables? There they are. I knew there was a spot I hadn't hit yet here. Let's do this. Make sure there's nothing else on the ground that I'm missing. Like that. Hang on, look at that. Hey, pal. How you doing, buddy? Apparently you're a 1.83% spawn. Oh, and Sylveon's the same thing? Got you. Okay, that makes sense then. Oh, we gotta be careful. You know it. You know it, Draconic. Now we're just basically running. Actually, you know what? To be honest with you, we can basically just hang it out in the air and then let the spawns kind of pop up where they are. Now let's I'll hang out with you guys. Let me catch a bunch out a little bit. Let's see here. We're doing a space-time distortion in the coastlands. You got a shiny Rhyperior. That's awesome. What friends? My only friends are online. Those count too. I've once seen a Zora outbreak with 2. Nice, and I've once traded one for another Pokemon, but I still have the other. There you go. That's pretty cool. It's nice. It's nice when you have like the pair shinies that pop up. Something about them feel more special, you know. Blue, you're at room 100. Let's go. Going well. Unfortunately, there's a reason my high score is only 120. One of the enemies gets faster and throws off your timing. Well, you can do this. You got this, gamer. Lock in. It's all you, Blue. I'm glad you appreciate the SpongeBob sound bites. I also appreciate them. The ha-has and the hee-hees. All right, just gonna keep running some spawns out here, and then we can go rezone. Chat, in the meantime, be sure to be... I'm going to do that. Perfect posture check time. In the meantime, while I'm checking my posture, y'all be sure to be hitting the like button on YouTube. It takes a second of your time, but it's greatly appreciated by the goat right here in the chair. It's the most goated thing that you could do for free. You absolutely goated individual. And it helps the stream out tremendously. Look at that. Another Leafeon spawn. Oh, wow. If only you'd be shiny. If only you'd be shiny. See, this is just another enforcement that I gotta, like, really focus in on perfecting the dex data for the stuff that is. Like, I'm at that point in this play file. I knew I would come to this point at some point, but now here we are at... I can't take a look at the time. Almost like 4 hours of gameplay. It's about time. Go. Set up over here so we can get better spawns. Or more room for these spawns. Hey! Oh! Who's throwing that purple shit at me? You don't do that. Oh, I hear the storm roaring. That's the end of the outbreak. Or the distortion. There she goes. Wait for it. There it is. Alright, Blue. Onward! Your goal is still 200 because you gotta. Of course, you gotta go for it. Does 5-star Staraptor Terra Raid have close combat? That's a good question. 5-star raids are what level corresponding to the Pokemon? Not level 75, right? Because I think the 7-star raids are 100. Are 6-star? I think 6 stars are also 100, right? So 5-star might be level 75. So at what point does Staraptor learn close combat? I think it is before 75. So you might want to consider that, Moondrop. Okay, so we got dex data for you. For you. A little bit. And a decent amount for you. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Alright, alright. And the difference between and their dex data for me too, Cranidos and Shieldon. Cranidos, I already have 12 large specimens versus 4 out of the 5 I need for Shieldon. So I also need a space-time distortion out of the Coronet Highlands because that's the only place that those guys spawn. Missing 4 Shalfa Pokemon in the Cobalt Coastlands. Golduck, Walrein, Drapion, and EC Gastrodon. Ooh, wow. It's nice to have one that you don't have. Holy crap. That's... Is this how you feel all the time? This is nice. You got your king? Let's go, Moondrop. Let's go. Who is your king? Oh, you know, Tangrowth is a target, actually. Let's go do that. We can do that, and if we don't get Tangrowth, then we can go do the Massive Mass Outbreak up in the Alabaster Icelands there. Wish me luck here, chat. Oh, 6-star raids are level 75. Okay, okay. So then 100. So 7 is 100, 6 is 75. What does that mean 5 stars are? Are they level 60? One of my greatest Pokemon memories was when I was watching Dan TDM playing Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC, and while I was watching, I ran into a Malamar. Hey! Not bad! Shiny Malamar. We love that. Alright. Let's get a shiny Tangrowth here. That is a huge Tangrowth in the back there. Oh, that's an alpha. That makes sense. Okay. I was going to say, that boy has been eating his Wheaties. Oh, King Gambit. Aha. I got you. I got you. I should have known better. Shame on me. I dishonor my family. Shame on me. Shame on my family. Shame on my cow. I believe the only honorable thing for me to do at this point is commit seppuku. No, I will not. In Minecraft. I will only do that in Minecraft. Jeez. Realize there's a terms of service thing that even sarcasm can sometimes get lost on. Missing 1 Shalfa in the Alabaster Inubs. That's Swine Up. Hey, at least there's a static one for that. That's not bad. Gives you the option to constantly go for it. Oh, 115 blue. So close. So close to beating that PB. Oh, there goes the cap card. Gonna have to set that up, reset that in a second. Bear with me here, chat. Let's get through this Tangrowth outbreak. And then I will reset that real quick. Shame on the goat. I know. I'm sorry, chat. I'll work on it. I'll get better then. I'll get back to you. You writing this down, Creaky? Exactly. Thank you. Someone got that. I appreciate that. That was a good, solid reference right there. All right, let me do this real quick, and let me get my cap card fixed, because that's the classics. Go gaming. Death, taxes, and technical difficulties. And Attack on Titan Lo-Fi. let's do this. Back to you. Back to you. Let's get a shiny Pokemon. That sounds really cool to me. Okay. All right. Let's do it. That's not the right view. Hang on. This is the right view. Right? Yes, it is. Good. Okay. Things are being done. Got it. Oh, God. I almost died right there. Oh, that was terrifying. That was a really horrifying way to get back into the game there. Those runs take ages, and that was only 11.5 of the whole... Oh, my God. Blue. Well, we called that a heck of a run there, man. Not bad. Garp. Magic Garp. Garp. Oh, I would love a Shalfa Mothim, because I want a regular shiny Mothim at this point, too. Tentacruel's a good... Tentacruel's a great shiny. Tentacruel, both good shinies. I gotta tell you, one of my favorite things about this game is being able to mark the Pokemon in your Pokedex off with their shiny colors and, like, show off the shiny colors in the decks, like this. Here, hold on. Because it's, like, it's so nice just to, like, cycle through the decks and be, like all the Chimchar line, you know? The Baneri line, Cherim, Psyduck. Like, it's all different than what you're used to expecting from the Pokemon. But it's just so cool, man. I love it. It's just so nice to see. When you're just cycling through and you see the shinies. It's a good way also for me to keep in mind what is actually in my living decks, aside from taking a look at my pastures. Got no Herba and your king did it? Let's go. But you got no Herba. That's a shame. Oh, well. Maybe next time. What up, Ivic? Welcome on in, gamer. How are you and the kitties today? Kitties are doing well. I'm doing well as well. We did have Tully on the desk for a little bit, but then he decided to vamoose. He must be... Oh, he's hanging out on Daddy's laundry now. Minoy, Minoy, Minoy. No shiny Gyarados, which is always something I like to check on here. Which is the better shiny, Tentacruel or Toadscruel? Oh, actually, Toadscruel's got a pretty unique shiny also. I gotta be real, I think it's Tentacruel. Tentacruel has a pretty... If you're asking me one versus the other, I think it's gotta be Tentacruel for me, personally. Toadscruel's got a really nice shiny, though. Don't get me wrong. I mean, what the best thing that Toadscruel's got going for it is the fact that it's such a, like, unique, such a... I don't want to say... For lack of better phrasing, loud. Very prominent shiny. Alright, just for the heck of it, I'm going to take a look at the Alpha Ninetales here. Not that we need it again, but it's always good to just say hello, you know? As I said before, I use a sound alert when I want to do a sound alert, but none of them fit. That's because my Minoy always fits. Exactly. There's never a wrong time for Doodlebob. Favorite shiny, though, is Toucanon. Ah, for reasons. Yes, indeed, reasons. Good reasons. Great reasons. Proud reasons. Toadscruel's a meh shiny. I mean, is it my favorite shiny? No. Is it the best way I could put it, prominent shiny? I'd have to say yeah. And I think prominence as a shiny makes it, gives it natural... Let me back up. Naturally gives it a better floor as a good shiny, if that makes sense. Also, as a design, yeah, Hisui and Growlithes with peak. Doesn't even need to be shiny. Just in general, peak design. They absolutely cooked with Hisui and Growlithe. Left 0 crumbs. Had a second meal with Hisui and Arcanine and left no crumbs again. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely top tier Wheaties breakfast performance from the Pokemon Company. What if Vileplume and Scarlet Violet has so dark tone? I don't know. I didn't actually notice that before. They should bring back pink Pokemon and Valencia Island forms. God, I can't think of the Valencia Island Pokemon. But the pink Pokemon, I know exactly what we were talking about. Even the Crystal Onyx. I just saw somebody talking about that before, like yesterday or the day before on Twitter. Like, the Crystal Onyx was completely forgotten. A whole generation of Pokemon fans thinking to themselves that they're going to get a whole bunch of crystallized Pokemon now. And suddenly, never again. They vanished. Like the Avatar. Tropical Pokemon forms. I'm trying to remember. I mean, like, basically, you got Alola, right? Is that not necessarily the same thing? I also think they added too much to the shiny. That's fair. No, listen, and you know what? We are all entitled to our opinions here, and I respect yours entirely on that one, Moondrop. I think it's a completely valid opinion too. Because I mean, to be fair, it is a little I know loud, was the word that I used before, prominent, for lack of better phrasing. And sometimes loud is not always people's favorite thing. So I get that. I respect that. Clean plate. The cleanest plate. Looks like it just came out of the dishwasher. I figured they're not the same, obviously. I just wanted to make the ha-ha. Fly. Actually, you know what? I just realized I'm not really gonna... Unless there's a crazy, like, Remoraid or Mantike that I need... I just have to actually reset this, and we'll go for an Iceland's Massive Mass Outbreak. Iceland's Massive Mass Outbreak's always good. Can give us a lot of good opportunity. Can also give us a lot of duds. So let's give it a shot. Let's find out. Valencia Butterfree was amazing. I wanted it in the game. I'll only take a look at this while the game is loading up over here. But while I'm doing that, chat, y'all hit that like button if you haven't done it already. Valencia Pokemon. Yo, what is that? Paris? What? It's crazy, actually. Valencia Island is in the Orange Islands. I thought it sounded familiar. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, with all the different markings. Okay. Okay. Some slight coloration changes. Okay, yeah, this makes sense now. I remember this. That scratch is a really deep fold of my brain, but I remember that now. Oh, Roaring Moon, as far as design, yeah, absolutely peak. Another one that did 0 crumbs. And the shiny, same thing, same deal. Which already, it had a really good shiny palette to work with to begin with. You know what I mean? You can make the same argument for Growlithe too, but like it was good bones to work with. Toad's Cruel goes the colors to pink and magenta, which I know that loud isn't always everyone's favorite, but I kind of, for the sake of what it is, I actually kind of like it. I really want the berries out of the Abra outbreak here, but honestly, I really want the snow runs and the Riolu more. Alright, let's go do that then. You getting a shiny Egg Hunt Spiritomb? You got a better odds of doing that than you do with finding it one of the 3 out in Scarlet Violet. There's an Alpha Mantine in the water. Yeah, I know. One of the... I think I actually have... I know I have Mantine shiny. I don't remember if it's Alpha, though. I might have gotten that one out of a Massive Mass Outbreak. Alright. Shiny Abra in 3, 2, 1. I lied. Felt good off my tongue. Just came to say hello before I go again. He just came to say hello. Well, take care of yourself, Ivic. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying hey, and we'll catch you on the next one, gamer. My bestie keeps saying I should be tested because of my hyperfixation on stuff like older Pokemon facts. I'm kind of... How does one get tested for that? How does one get... Is it what does the test entail? Is that... Cause I'm going to pass that test. I think we're all going to give that test a run for its money, you know what I mean? You know, I listen. Yeah. It's like, man, I could have had the engineering-tism or the doctor-tism, but instead I got the Pokemon-tism. Oh, shame. Hey, no shame, actually, no shame. What am I saying? I'd be talking poo about myself in that regard. Shiny Hunt and Shield because it's way too slow. Oh, so you're going to Shiny Hunt... Oh, that makes sense. For eggs, that makes sense. Yeah. If Abra sees you, it dips in and says, yo, peace, I'm out. See? Up and vanishing like a fart in the wind. Hey, you no worries, Ivy. You take care of yourself, gamer. We're going to have these little angry doggos get upset with the fact that I'm trying to find a shiny. Feisty doggo. Feisty, feisty doggo. No. See, I glob you and you're still feisty. That's just not the way. It's just not the way. This is not the way. The Mandalorian would be very upset with you. Din Djarin, more like Din Riolu. Anubis puppers, right? Child of Anubis themselves would be very happy with this pupper. I, on the other hand, just, man, I really want that yellow one. You know, even for the living decks. Even just for the sake of making me feel some form of dopamine. That would be just tremendous, you know? Forgot I already had a shiny Minchino. Ooh, was playing Galar DLC with Max Adventures. It got it then transferred to Scarlet. There you go. Can't argue with a shiny little mousy mouse. Shiny Min Min. Thank you for the shiny luck there, Soundwave. Appreciate you, gamer. Glalie? No. Got no right to be mad like that at me, Glalie. Absolutely zero mad. Zero right. More luck. I will take all of the luck. Thank you so much. It's too kind of you. Much generous. Much generosity. You know, that was really, really bold of you to just do that in my face. Why did I dive in front? I really need to get better a Pro Controller, man. These Joy-Cons are getting rough. Oh, hey, look, I found Davi. Shunt trade heat. What? Davi shunt Eevee traded? What are you talking about? Davi's shiny Eevee? Oh, luck granted. Yes, thank you. Luck be upon you. And also you. Let's head down this way. Whatever you do, not look at Sonic in the art channel in the Discord. Good. All right, I won't do it. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you for letting me know, Jaden. Yo, GG Platinum, what's going on? How are you doing, gamer? How you been? What is going on in your neck of the barnyard? I'm doing very well. I'm doing... Ooh, shaky tree. I'm going to do really well when I get this shiny. Eventually. You found it in your box? It's nice, Hammerhead. Let's go. Gotta love a nice shiny Eevee. Would not hate one of those myself. Actually, I gotta get a Shalfa Eevee for a bounty. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. How do you get a Shalfa Eevee? Maybe put a creasy. Oh, grand. Good warning there, Jaden. Start a cross country camp today. Nice. Well, good luck. Definitely, you know, stay hydrated. All that fun. I'll even take. I'll stay hydrated with you. You know. Let's see. Actually, let's take a look up in the grotto up here. Oh wait, no, I'm in the storm still, right? You know, I might as well take a look at the Duskull up here for the berries. But let's go take a look at the pool here first, along with Alpha Machamp. No Machamp. Let's see if we get anything swimming. Nothing. Alright, let's go get some berries out of the Duskull, and then we'll fly down to the last snow run outbreak. Blizzard may go on a little longer. Perfect! It's exactly what I wanted to see. I was just wondering how much time I had left in this thing. Trying to break 18 minutes for the 3 mile this season. Good luck. You got this. Manifest that, and it shall be yours. 'Tis a good season for manifestation. Believe in yourself. Believe you can do it. Believe it can be done, and it shall be. I don't know if Forg is here. I don't believe they shouted out, or I might have missed it. Can we get a Halloween Ghosty? A Halloween Ghosty? I would love a Halloween Ghosty. At the very least, I'll take the Halloween Ghosty's berries. Which, you know, I take that back. The phrasing on that, I don't like that at all, actually. I take the berries that are dropped by the Halloween Ghosty. That's a little bit better, but still not great. I can see YouTube. It's Davi. I don't think Davi's in either tonight right now, Hammer. I think he's got, he might actually be sleeping, oddly enough. But, they should both be around potentially tomorrow while we're hanging out doing our Sword Nuzlocke chat. Tomorrow we're going to be revisiting part 3 of our Pokemon Sword Nuzlocke, where you guys get the opportunity to dictate some of the action by spinning the wheel. Prizes, punishments, and physical challenges. Every membership gained, every $5 dono gets the opportunity to spin the wheel. Hopefully we can get reviving some long forgotten or long dearly departed friendos from the team. Or maybe Goatly will have to surprise trade a Pokemon away like he had in the past, and possibly get a Blip Bug back. More of that action tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern on YouTube and Twitch. Be sure to be hitting that subscribe button or the follow button on your platform. I got my Jumbo Shiny Porygon 2. The dopamine hit was amazing. I believe it. You kidding me? Shinies in the Porygon line in general are just incredible. There's something about that particular Pokemon that just makes the experience of having a shiny, I don't know, it heightens it. Ah, yes, secondary outbreak. Let's go. No? Wait. All right, where you at, Snorunt? Where are you, little guy? He's a runner. He's a track star. He won't get really far. What up, cat? Brain implosion energy, 10,000 grams of pure caffeine. I don't know what that is at all right now. I know what caffeine is. I know what caffeine addiction is. Where, bro? Are you? Where is this damn thing? Where did you go? I know you're here. I know you're here. Where'd you go, buddy? Huh? Where'd you get off to? Where'd you? Oh, you suck. All right, let me take a look at the Lucario and the Garchomp. If there wasn't anything in the Garchomp spot, I should say. We're talking about how great Ferrothorn shiny is. Yeah, Ferrothorn and Ferroseed, honestly, good shinies. Great shinies. Speaking of shiny. Damn it. One of these days. Took a while to get the mark on 105 checks. I believe that. That's a tough one. If you get a frog in the Sword Nuzlocke, please name it PM7. Potentially there, Jaden. I'm trying to think what frogs might exist in Sword and Shield. What else is it's all going to come down to the encounters on that one, Jaden. We'll see what it is. Speaking of, let's see what we got for the Lucario, which I already got the shelf of Lucario, so I'm not too concerned about that one. But it's always good to check anyway. Let's go take a look at the Garchomp. For whatever it's worth. Might need to hunt Ferroseed. There you go. Solid option. Oh, what was that? What is it? What is it? Ah, it's an Apom on a hill. I see Monkey. Hi there, buddy. How you doing? And you know what? Where the heck? Why not? Sure. Bomb! This is why we save. A cautionary tale to the rest of you gamers out there. Always save. Of course, my membership expired the day we have no membership raffles. I got nothing for that one, cat. That just is what it is, I guess. Name the monkey Luffy. I haven't been naming a lot of the duplicates because I figure I'm gonna be. Honestly, I was almost jump scared by that. This chat though is a cautionary tale for why you save, because now we glob it, we get behind it, and we backstrike it with our Ultra Ball. Great success. Moving on. Anyway. Vietnam flashbacks. Ah! Shiny in the bush! We're just going to fly a little low over the frost lash just in case. No? Okay. Monkey D Dragon. Monkey D Dragon D's. Anyway. What up, Shiny Shadow? What's up? Saw that this will be a short one, which means I'll have to enjoy it twice as much to make up for it. Should be pretty easy now that I think about it. There you go. I like that attitude. I love that energy. Welcome on in. Yeah, we'll be doing another Shiny Hunt stream on Wednesday, chat. We're going to be hanging out more in Scarlet and Violet to knock out some of the bounties over there. Thank you for the shiny luck there, Jaden. Appreciate you. Speaking of that shiny luck, that's got to be below us. That's got to be below us. I don't know what it is, but it's got to be below us. Those are, no, those are still targets that we have on the bounty board that we haven't gotten yet. That's got to be down here, right? Mischievous? Please be Mischievous. Honestly. Or Bergmite. That might be Bergmite. I think that's Bergmite right there. Oh, baby. Oh, I needed this one for the Dex. That's huge. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh, that completes the Avalog line. I'm so thrilled right now. Who was talking about that Bergmite before? Was that Hammerhead? We had that energy in the air, and we're talking about that shiny Bergmite. I'm loving it now. I am loving it. Let's keep that up. We got that shiny luck from Jaden right at the same time. Chat, we got some solid energy going on tonight. Hats off to me, Cat. You know, I'm glad that you said that because guess what? I got something. I don't know if you guys saw it the other day, but I got something new for that redemption here. Hang on. Along with obviously the classic shiny Carp Cap, and I'll have to put up those targets in just a second. I got you, Soundwave. Give me a moment there, aka Spin to Wave. And a stretch as well. Thank you so much. Let me get the hydration here first. Couple of shinies back to back. Let's get our new hats off redemption here. Hang on. There we go. There we go. Love that. I think the properly placed. There we go. Love that. Fantastic. You gotta have fun with it, right? Buy one, get one free. For real, dude. Jelly without peanut butter or breading. Oh my god. So jelly, you can call him jam. What would I like to do now? I'd like to return to the village. Let me pop that up there a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. And then for my caught shinies, I need to change this up just a little bit because I know I have Apom. Where's my Johto? I know I've got Apom. There you are. I knew, because you're not the first shiny Apom I've caught in this hunting sessions here. Oh, that's what happened here. Okay, let me do this. Hang on. Just 1 second, chat. Then there's this. There's Apom. Shiny 2. What did we just catch? We just caught Bergmite? Oh, I got to get me one of those. Hang on a second. Is it this that I want to use right now? No, it's not necessarily this right now. Let me go back to this. There we go. Yay. Okay. And then Bergmite is, I think, Gen 5, right? I can't wait for chat to yell at me and be like, no, it's not, you fool. It's Gen 6. It's Gen 7. You're stupid. I know you guys would never say that about me. Right? Right, chat? You'd never say that about me, right? Even though I was wrong about the generation anyway. I know it's Gen 6. Do what I mean, not what I say. Come on, you frozen bastard. Where are you? There you are. There you are. And you're Kalos. Cool, okay. Cool. Alright, so there's that, and then I can do this, and we do this, and we do that, and we do the other thing, and we do this, and the other thing, and there's that, da da da. Boom, boom. Shabam, shaboom. Shabam, shabam. Shazam! Let's go. Sweet. Yeah, this is these are goat ears. This is a goat thing. Persona, I suppose. If that's, I really have done that to myself, huh? Didn't I? I figured there had to be something that eventually I'd have in the mix that was goat related. Finally, you know. I figure one of these days, especially for like maybe as a redemption on the 10K stream, as a sneak peek here, by the way, chat, for the day that we do hit the 10K, maybe we'll do a goat suit, like goat bodysuit goal. I don't know. We're just gonna have to get to 10K first, though, chat. You know. And the way that we do this is by y'all hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done it already. Let's go take a look at the Munchlax here. Thank you for the posture check. Is it Gen 6? It is Gen 6. Yeah, no, it is Gen 6. Can confirm after taking a look at it myself. What about 10K? So, no, I was saying I finally had to get something that was like more goat apparel related, goat accessory related. But I was also thinking about looking at a full goat like costume. But I figured that might be a nice goal for our 10K stream. You know, when we get to the 10K goal or 10K stream, we'll do some target goals for that. You know, and mayhaps, you know, just a little sneak preview for you guys. All right, Munchlax is a shiny dex target as well. Because I have Snorlax, but I need the little guy. Get down, Mr. President, ass Munchlax. That's the end of the outbreak, and that sucks. I think all Gen 6 is 5. Dude, I'm the same way with you on that one. Why, Blue? What happened? Where's it going? Is it doing something cool? Is it doing a kickflip? Dude, is it doing a handstand? I mean, I'll watch it if it's doing something cool. Oh, God, that was terrifying for half a second. Alright. Since no other massive mass outbreak... I know what I said. What did I say? You have a lot of faith in me remembering what it is that actually left my mouth. Dude, there's a part of me that's like Ron Burgundy reading a teleprompter. It's like he doesn't know what he's saying, he just says it. Like, to me, there's like, it's honestly, sometimes words come out of my mouth, I don't even remember what I just said literally the moment after it's said. I don't know if that's like a streamer thing. I don't know if that's just me specifically. I don't know, man. But what was I saying? What's your rarest non-raid shiny on Pokemon Go? That's a good question. Non-raid shiny. Do rewards count? You were resetting outbreaks as a fleshling and a little chili pepper dude. That's Capsicid. Are they fighting each other from the outbreaks? Are they having like a turf war? Oh. Get down, man. That's hardly profane. I've said way worse in the past. Watch your profanity. That's like watch your good morning at that point, you know? Listen, you want me to lean into the New Yorker here? You know how we say good morning in New York? It's 2 words. They're not good morning, and it's not happy birthday. Let your imagination run wild on that one, chat. Also, bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup is 1 word. Yes, it is indeed 1 word. Current rare shiny is a shiny rare Aerodactyl from Cliff. I also have one of those. That's a great question. That's a good one. Game name, Hassan? Welcome on in. This is Pokemon Legends Arceus. This is the best Pokemon game they've ever released, in my humble opinion. First, it's a goat costume, then it's a goat maid costume. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. All I'm saying is that I'd have to be at a Purple Cliff level of following first. Let's put it that way. Let's put it that way. All right? Let's get there first. Goat costume, Purple Cliff status, goat maid. Okay? There's our progression. Step 1, Step 2, and Step 3. Step 4, success, profit. All right, chat. I'm going to let you guys decide on this one. Are we going to the Obsidian Fieldlands or are we going to the Cobalt Coastlands? Which one are we checking on first? We're going to, if we don't get a shiny in one outbreak, we're going to go to the other one. That's why we save now. But you guys let me know. We're going to go for the Obsidian Fieldlands or we're going to go for the Cobalt Coastlands. Let me know in chat. And otherwise, be sure to be hitting that like button. Go Butler, right, exactly. We agreed 100 gifted subs in one go and maid costume. I mean, that's one or the other. Fair, let's do that. We'll do one or the other. 100 subs in one shot or Purple Cliff status. I'd be okay with one or the other. I gotta vote for the Coastlands. I gotta vote for not Fieldlands. Man. I love it. The Fieldlands gets hated so much. Just occurred to me that they should have given Hisui forms to the fossil mons that just aren't fossils since it's this in the past. You know, that would have been cool. You know, I wish there's a part of me that wishes that ZA was also in the past because there's an element where it's like you just said, we're in this game. I wish we could have living fossil Pokemon. Problem is, it's not that far back in the past. You know what I mean? The game is not set that far back in the past. This is kind of nice here because having the Togepi and the Togetic is exciting. Beyond that, there's not a whole lot else for me here. I mean, I guess I'll fly by the Shellos here. Goat will forget us once he's rich and powerful. Never, Hammerhead. Never. Unless you guys change your names, that's a different story. I can't do anything about that. It's when you guys change your names and you come back like a month or 5 later and you're just like, hey, remember me? And I'm like, I've already got a really dog shit memory. But maybe. Fieldlands. Oh, Andrew, a little late on that one. No worries. Backed into a corner with my sword and shield Nuzlocke. I only have a Beware and Magnezone after facing the last gym. Now I have to train 4 Pokemon from scratch to somehow beat Leon. Yo, that is a task right there. Good luck on that one, Shadow. Let us know how it goes. Let us know if you need any guidance or advice or anything that we can do for you. Any questions we can answer for you. Any this or that's, you know? POV Shogun Kabuto. Yo, I'm in for that. Seriously. Give me, like, an ancient Pokemon game. An ancient Pokemon game where you've got living fossil Pokemon. Kabutops, Omastar, you know, Archeops, Tirtuga. You name it. Whatever, you know? Got a shaky tree here, and then I want to go get some berries out of these wild Pokemon. Carp, Outbreak, and Kitakami, and nowhere near you. Ah, that sucks. One of these days, Cat. Are you still? Are you sure that it could happen though? That's the thing. I don't know that that's a thing. Red Samurai Kabutops. That's steel. Oh, yo, that would be so sick. That would be so sick. And then honestly, yo. And in that world, in that region, its rival is Scyther. But like a regional, it's hard to say a regional Scyther because we just got Cleaver. Or you could even make Cleaver, you know what? Honestly, you could even make Cleaver like, I don't know. A regional Cleaver? Possibly. Weirder things have happened. Huh. This is actually a really rough spot for me to be in here. Let me go back this way and then I'll go up to the top cliff for Togepi. No flying burb. Not shiny there. Gonna need to restock on some of these Poké Balls here in a little bit, as I'm getting low on my wing balls. That's about it, actually. Just my wing balls. Alright, we'll take a look at the Togepi down the end here, and we'll come back to the Togetic. I do finally have one Togepi, so I have at least representation in that family line, but man, it has taken a good long while to even get one of them, and I know I'm running right past them, but I just don't want to scare them off just yet. Oh god! Talk about needing to get scared off. 'Twas me! Dude, Togepi legitimately is the Pokemon equivalent of Grogu. It runs like it is Grogu. Like Baby Yoda. No. There is one Togepi missing in all this. I don't know where it is. There you are. Bombardier, Outbreaks, and Kitakami in the spot with a level 100 Carp. Ooh, so it's not. So it's possibly gonna be a while, but it's not impossible. At least okay. So there's a hope. There's a hope then. How did I sail it over that one? That's crazy. That wasn't 6. I was gonna say. You trying to fool me like that, game? Get out of here. You gotta wake up real early in the morning to catch one over on Goatly. But to be honest with you, that's the end of that outbreak, so I'm just going to go get the rest of the Togetics over here and stop farfing around. Problem with some fossils is that they're literally just the animal, no other things except Galatian and glaring fossils. No, I mean, you just kind of suspend the disbelief and go with them as just like current Pokemon of their era, you know what I mean? I bestow upon you infinite shiny luck. Thank you so much, GG Platinum. I bestow upon you infinite cross-country luck. Boy, that alpha doe. Oh, don't hurt me. That was mean. That was so unnecessary. All I want to do is give you guys a nice home, domesticate you, keep you out of the wild, out of the rain. Maybe turn you into grit if you're not shiny. Is that so bad? Is that so bad, Togetic? Come on. Come on.
Watch your profanity.
What did I do this time? What did I do this time? I refute. Lies! Deception! Damn it. Get in the ball. Togekiss, don't do this. Don't do this. No, Togetic, stay. No, hoi manoi. Hey, her. you're so far away. Why? Oh, wow, I nailed you? Holy shit. That one, okay, that one. Now you can get me, Blue. That one I understand. Oh my god, stay in the ball, Togetic. Stay in the ball. Salty son of a bitch. Get in there, you! Guess what? You're cooked now. You're done. You're done, son. You're done. Oh, Shadow, you're feeling it over there. I see it. I see you in your bag. Explain body the ability that hatches. Yes, it is. So remember when they found Togepi's egg broke more brains than slow randomly showing done. That's a good point. Yeah. Is Togepi's brain showing? Welcome back there, Draconified. Oh, Blue, you exhausted your points? I got you. Let's go take a look at the Motham and Toxicroak over here. Maybe the Alpha Empoleon. And we'll do a quick search over by the Spheal outbreak up by Fire Spit Island. The Spheal. Oh, I'm being hunted? Why am I being hunted? Who's hunting me? What did I do this time? As if by magic, a Starlight outbreak has appeared in the mentioned spot. Oh, the game wants, yeah, it's really letting you know, like, hey, yeah, you want the outbreak that you want, but we're not going to give it to you. I just wanted to fly by this field. I really didn't have any interest in collecting this one. Since I'm done with, when I'm done with the family, I don't really have too much of an interest in it, honestly, unless it's going to show me like a Shalfa or an easy one off the bat. I'm more interested in flying around over here and trying to see if there's anything out in the water that I could get. Like the Shalfa Luminion, or a Luminion in general, another Finneon, anything that's a little bit more to my current speed and targets, you know? Together, is a slight... Togepi, actually that's true. Togepi probably is the yolk. But then are the yolk its brains? Is its brainy yolk? Pokemon Anatomy with Togepi. Actually, wait a minute. I have a Pokemon Anatomy book. I gotta get it for the holidays. I could probably find out specifically what Togepi's head is. Hang on a second. Can't believe I'm stupid enough to let that gym leader kill off Need for Speed, the colossal Twinkletoes. Solid shout out to Avatar right there. Yoshi the Togekiss, Donkey the Mudsdale, and French Donald the Lucario. French Donald. And is that the rest of the outbreak? I mean, I guess actually what's down here? Skorupi. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna find out. You did get your Earthworm outbreak? Nice, let's go. See, I just want to see what's behind these guys in this tree here. Nothing good though. All right, let me quickly go grab that book. Hang on, because I'm genuinely very curious myself. You have Pokemon Book Anatomy or Anatomy Book 2, but it's only Gen 1. I think mine goes beyond Gen 1. Hang on. I just have to remember what book. Where did I put that book? I'll have to find it, chat, and then I'll show you guys tomorrow, or I'll find out the answer and I'll have it for you tomorrow. I'll look for it a little bit later because I don't know where the hell I put it. I thought I had it literally right next to my desk, but I went to go look in the spot I thought I had it, and it's just not there. I'll find out, though. Pokemon should make it so that battle hatches eggs a slight bit. Like progress into battle would hatch eggs. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. Alright, let me see a Remoraid out here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Togepi uses Metronome. He uses Teleport. The book vanishes back to the Pokemon Center, right? Or Barnes & Noble in this case. Gerald took it. He's like, Goldie cannot know the secrets. Then he'll know my secrets as well. That's true. That's true, Gerald. Maybe it was you. Maybe Chad's onto something here. Just don't want me finding out about what really goes on in the world of Dragonite. People beware had plot armor. Nice. We love plot armor. Let's go. A survivalist with plot armor. We love that life. All right, I'm going to reset here because we also had the Fieldlands outbreak and nothing really popped up for us where we needed it. So let's give it a shot. Let's give it another shot, shall we? Maybe we get some Munchlax outbreaks for the Fieldlands too. The Noble of Bonds, yes, the Duke of Noble Bond. The Duke of Bonsing Noble. I'm going to stop now. Because I'm not proud of my efforts on that pun. I'm proud of my efforts. I'm not proud of the results. Let's put it that way. Let's back up there. All right, to the Fieldlands, chat. And there you are. I mean, it's a solid ball for Earthworm, for Shiny Earthworm, yeah. Blaze can also hatch eggs faster. I did not know that. I feel like I've learned something today, chat. And I'm happy with this information. Alright, so we'll do Baneri because I have that for a bounty. We have Monferno for the living dex. Not a whole lot else in the Fieldlands, though, unfortunately. Damn. My only other real big target out this way is, I guess, maybe Shiny Bidoof, if I could find, or Shalfa Bidoof, rather, if I could find one. That's going to be more of a random floor spawn, if anything, though. That or Shalfa Eevee, which, again, is even more rare than Bidoof. If you reset back to the village to the Outbreaks change, I don't think the Outbreaks change... I think the floor spawns change, which is weird. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I don't think that the outbreaks change. Because I've tried it before where I've had the same outbreaks. I don't know if it's the same Pokemon within the outbreaks. That's a different story. I mean, I don't know. That's another layer to the equation. Ow. Unnecessary. And my aim is ass right now. Jeez. Okay, there we go. Redemption. Yo, Lopunny absolutely just beat my behind. Did not give any regard for my existence. And you know what? There she is. Get. Why don't you hippity-hoppy yourself over to the pasture? Get on out of here, Lopunny. Give me a secondary outbreak. Give me Shalfabon. Shalfabon. I'll take that. It's not a Shalfa, but I'll take that. It's not a bounty either, which sucks, but I'll take a shiny Lopunny. You can't ever argue with that, right, chat? You can't ever argue with that. And no. Stop running. Stop running. This is why we save. Indeed. General Baneri. General Lopunny. I believe that's going to be that. Oh, we were careful. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, chat. We got him. Got a shiny Abra. Let's go, Draconify. Nice. I'm saying Blaze makes it faster. You're not... It's not saying Blaze makes it faster. Yeah, I didn't think that it did. I thought it was just Flame Body. This robot name in the community is crazy while waiting for the summer update every single time. Because it's just too excited. I feel informed. Have you ever had... No, there's third outbreaks are not possible. Never have I ever seen a third outbreak. So this stuff reserved purely for legend. It's Spin-off game with the Ruin Legendaries. You know, they really should do more with, like, the Ruin Legendaries or like spin-off games with, like, the Legendary or Mythical Trios, quads, or stuff like that. Like, even, like, give me a game with, like, something to do with the genies, honestly, even. Just anything to, like, validate their existence a little bit more than what they already are. Steam Engine does that, too? I didn't know that. Oh, ow. I just got clotheslined by Infernape. Alright, at least we get a Guava Berries out of Monferno here. Bro, are you absolutely joking? I can think of a few things that compare in a whining sense, or toxic community sense. But I don't think this is the time for that conversation, because it doesn't involve gaming. Alright, let's head on over to the, ironically, the Alpha Lopunny area. Oh, look, we got a shaky tree. Let's get ourselves a shiny Baneri real quick. Or not. Or not. Absolutely not. Oh, I didn't even realize there was a Kricketot outbreak out here. What up, Joey? Welcome on in. How you doing today? Alright, just checking if there's any Shellos out here, because I still need that West Sea Shellos. Tornado sirens just went off in your town. Oh, that's not good. Stay safe, Joey. Definitely stay safe. What up, Anubis? Welcome on in. How you doing, gamer? Oh, good, Joey. You continue to do so. Any shaky trees? We'll fly over Luxio. Get an unnecessary shiny. Lied again? Damn. Tired and hurt and you want to go home. No, Anubis. Hang in there, gamer. You've only got to, like, I think, like, if I'm basing it off of experience, about an hour or so. So hang in there. You got this, gamer. The home stretch. The finish line. It's in sight. I believe in you, gamer. I'm not going to get into a conversation about toxic communities and who's complaining more than the others. Complaining about complainers is the paradoxical complaint to me. Oh, that's a lot more than I expected in that spot. Okay. Hey, no worries, man. We got you, gamer. Got the nice positive energy surge coming your way. Shuffle Blissey. Damn. Let me see some shiny fish. No fish. You're shiny in Legends too? You're shiny hunting? Would love that. What's your current target? What the hell was that? Guess what you found on Sunday? I'm going to guess you got a Shalfa Vespiquen. Petition to make goat play the bagpipes as a hobby. I feel like I would piss my neighbors off a lot. I feel like I would not be a very popular person in my building. Or if I was really, really good at it, maybe I'd actually be the most popular. Yeah, you know, maybe we're on to something here. Who knows? I'm absolute king of getting in arguments with people about stupid video game complaints with nothing to back them. I mean, don't get me wrong. as somebody who has done that for sports for his entire life, I totally understand. The nonsense argument is one of the best arguments to have. It doesn't make it not nonsense, you know what I mean? But it's our nonsense. It's our nonsense, and that's why we love it. Shalfa Haunter, there you go. And Machoke during doing permutations, and a Shalfa Cascoon. And Curly all back. Nice! Shalfa run there. Let's go, Anubis. Random Pokemon trivia. What two types both resist each other? Poison and bug. Poison and bug, if I'm not mistaken. Fact check me on that, Blue. Fact or crap? Let me see a shiny Eevee. 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 Open up a E and V. Bug doesn't resist poison? Didn't it? I thought it used to maybe in Gen 1. Maybe I'm wrong and maybe it changed on that one. It's fighting in bug. It's fighting in bug. Interesting. So Heracross resists itself. Interesting. Very interesting. Chance to perm for Shalfa Infernape? Ah, man, you gotta go for it. Right? It's hard to say because of the fact that you already have the Shalfa Infernape static spawn. But I mean, it's hard to not, right? Bug and poison were both super effective on each other. Oh, okay, so that's what it was. I had that backwards on. All right, let's add Shiny Lopunny to the board here. Let's get to Generation 4. So funny that, of course, in an outbreak where I need to get Baneri, I would get Lopunny. What's my luck there, chat? You gotta make it there, computer? What's going on? How is the encoder overloading on that? That's crazy. Here, let's get you over there. Perfect. Alright. 5 perms in. You got this out of 49 chances. You got this, gamer. Why was bug effective against poison? Because they probably coded it poorly back in Generation 1. They coded a lot of things poorly in Generation 1. It's honestly kind of impressive that Generation 1 actually made it, or rather that they made a second generation based on, man, you caught me on the postage there already. You got me. You got me, Anubis. You got me. And I can hydrate. That's very fair. I got that. Yeah, there were a lot of coding issues in the first generation stretch too. I got you. That's a very very needed. Words are hard right now. Oh. Another question: if a Pokemon had all 18 types, how many immunities would it have? I just saw this as a video recently. Isn't it? They just have one weakness and it's rock, I think, right? Oh, it's more than 4. Oh, that's a different story. All right. Well, I'm going to start off with the Highlands here and go from there. All right. Do I need more balls? You know, I could probably use more wing balls. Yeah, I'm curious to see the answer here now, Blue. I did just recently see a video on that, though. Okay, we go for the Sneasel here. That's not bad. Rowlet. Worst things have happened. How do you get all the items in the shop? You have to complete a quest where you're basically going back and forth between the guy at the shop, Choi, and another character that's in the basement of the Galaxy Hall. I forget his name. But he's like in a classroom setting of that room. It's like 12 or 14 weaknesses? Really? No way. Is that many? There's 8. Okay. It's fighting normal, ghost, ground, electric, dragon, poison, and psychic. How? Wait. Normal would be super effective? How does that make sense? Was that the question? Was it super effective? Oh, immunities! I literally processed that backwards. Okay. I literally processed that backwards. Yep, there it is. My brain did not... my brain processed it in a linear fashion, but just completely upside down. I'm awake, chat. I'm good. I'm with it. Man, we all read something different on that one, huh? I'm glad it wasn't just me. I feel seen. Alright, we're gonna have a bog standard, not onyx down there? What's down there that's not spawning? I guess the Mime Junior's in the onyx or the Steelix spot, so I'll move on from there. But we're gonna get that nice Shalfie Proby pass. Right? I lied because it's a Luxio spawn. Okay. And my Joy-Con had to lock in there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Lovely Alpha Bronzor. Shame it's not shiny. Go totes need coffee? Yeah, not at this late at night. I'll never sleep. No, I just need a nice good night of sleep so I can be ready for fresh for tomorrow.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, right. Finding out how wrong we were on reading that question. You're not a golem. That's unfortunate. A little bit ago, I heard someone in chat say they got a shiny haunter, and I immediately went, shiny? Oh, I believe it, Andrew. I trust me. That was Anubis. He got a Shalfa haunter. Hello there. Indeed, slashing time. General slashing. Generally slashing. Shalfa Clefable. Never mind. I'm full of bullshit right now. Killed all the Earthworm. You're fine. You're fine. It's fine. Look, it's fine. Look at all the fun we're having.
Watch your profanity.
Where is it going? What's it doing? Is it doing something cool? Is it doing a kickflip? Is it doing a handstand? Alright, so we're gonna have Rowlet down this way, so let's go do that first. I could take a look at the Goodra. I think I need one more of these to get the line completed. But I also need to catch a Decidueye, a shiny Decidueye as Decidueye in order to complete the bounty. Because I got a bounty for that one as well. Damn, yeah, 10 ads would be egregious. 5 ads I feel like is responsible. Or appropriate for the sake of the break. Okay, secondary horde, I like-y. Moving on from there, I guess we go to the Sneasel. Let me quickly pop up here for Goodra, maybe even a Croagunk. The amount of times I see an Alpha Croagunk or Toxicroak up here randomly is incredible. I also need a Shalfa Croagunk to knock another bounty out. But it is not going to be this time, I don't believe. Alright, so no Goodra. Let's go down this way. We'll go to the Sneasel. Let's fly through this valley, though, so we can take a look at any of the Ursaring or Teddy Ursa. Nothing of the sort. Okay. No shaky trees down here anyway for Heracross. And then in over here, let's knock out a Sneasel or two. Actually, how many Sneasels do I need to knock out for this Dex data? There you are. 3? Done. Let's do it. Ancient powers all day. Mention a Pokemon Snap game that's open weekend like Scarlet? What do you mean by open weekend? Open world? Oh, that'd be so sick. Yeah. I'd be down for that. Oh, that's right. You're not an ice type. Oh, okay. That was a foolish move of me. Yeah, that was a foolish move of my own mistake. What's up, Karate Pride? Welcome on in. How are you today? Enjoy your time here with our barnyard. Hanging with the farm fam on a Monday evening. Oh, that's right. We're a steel type now there. Damn it. Okay, so maybe we just go to Fish and we take 3 of these things out. That's fine. We'll just do that. And well, I'm glad that it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish there, Cat. Much to be said for pretty much anything in life there. Hey, Anubis, thank you for gifting the tier 1 sub to Cat there. That's W go-to move right there. Absolutely go-to behavior right there. Thank you so much there, Anubis. And you know what? For that generosity, you get yourself a shiny bounty hunt. So let me know, what are we adding to the board there, Anubis? Absolutely go-to maneuvers right there. Ditto's popping out Spiritomb eggs like a machine. Yo! So out of pocket. So out of pocket. Not wrong, but incredibly out of pocket. Whoa! Rotom fan because it's flying type, but levitate gives it... Ah! That makes sense. Okay. Absolutely go-to move from Anubis there. Helping Cat out around the ads. And then Anubis, yeah, you let me know what we're going to be doing for that bounty on your end. There we go. All right, let me knock out these Sneasels. Since you're fighting it, let's go with Hisui and Sneasel. Oh, man. You know what's crazy about that is I've gotten like 2 randomly shiny in like the last week or so. And now I'm not going to get another one for the next 4 years of my life. Hey, Karate Pride, thank you for subbing. I appreciate you very much. We call that a go-to move right there. Chat, if you guys haven't already done so, follow Karate Pride's example and hit that subscribe button on YouTube as well. Or that follow button over on Twitch. We stream here every day but Sunday. Obviously taking a little bit of a vacay this weekend, as you see in the schedule. But other than that, we are streaming every day but Sunday on both platforms. So make sure that you're here for all of it. Make sure you have your notification bell turned on as well on the YouTube side. That way you never miss a short stream or video. Looking to put another short out tomorrow. I got to do a little bit of filming in the morning, though, so I have to really hope I get a good night's sleep and wake up with some good energy. And I got a Tully on the desk here now. What's up, bud? How you doing? How's my boy? My little black bean. Got to head back to work. Best of luck to you in the chat. Y'all have a great night and stay goated. Indeed to you as well, Anubis. You take this one with you just like you dropped for us in chat there. Adios, amigo. Take care, and we will see you on the next one. Speaking of the next one, chat, as a reminder... Ooh, secondary horde. Let's go. As a reminder, chat, we're going to be back again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time on both channels, YouTube and on Twitch. Doing part 3 of our Pokemon Sword Nuzlocke, where you, chat, get the opportunity to control the action. Every $5 donation or gifted member, purchase member, anything like that, depending on your platform specifically, is a spin of our wheel of punishments, prizes, and physical challenges. Be sure to tune into that tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern time, again, both on YouTube and Twitch. Can I ask, is a glass of Pilk, you can always ask, by the way, is a glass of Pilk milk and Pepsi? It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Become somewhat of a cultural staple here in the barnyard. We have one of our mods is a big fan of the shenanigans that is Pilk, and so we introduced it as a dono there, as a nice little reward for the chat there. And as I say, chat, you know, members and donos and all that, it's never expected, but it is always appreciated. I appreciate each and every one of you just for being here, being the goats that you are, being the individuals that you are most best at being, and otherwise. All the love, the likes, the shares, the subs, the follows. You guys are absolutely the best. I appreciate it all. Anything on top of that is, well, that's just the cherry on top. Explain to me why I'll be Gen... Oh, shiny. What? The Mellow Well account is a Gen 9-ish shiny or a Gen 5. Why? You know, how would it be a Gen 9 shiny? I'm curious on that one, too. Are you saying because they introduced shiny in Generation 9? I could see that logic. But no, I would always consider the Pokemon, or it to be a shiny of the Pokemon. Sorry, let me back up. A shiny of the generation that the Pokemon was first introduced in. That's how I would always look at that. You know what I mean? Oh, that's awesome. That's wow. That's really ironic. That's funny. Do you remember the creator? Oh, it's a ground type. I'm like, why did this thing not do anything? Ground. You know what? Then I'm not gonna fight this thing. I'm not gonna fight that thing. We'll just keep moving along there. And we'll just go rezone. Actually, did we get to shiny in here? Because we also have the coastlands. Did we get a shiny here? Why don't I remember? I don't think that we did. Because we could just reset and go to the Cobalt Coastlands. Yeah, that's what we're going to do there. All right, that's fantastic. We'll just do that off the bat. Hi there, Mr. Boy. How you doing? You trying to tell me it's snack time? Because I promise you it's not. Not yet, buddy. I'm not familiar with them, but I appreciate that. Another Pilk enjoyer, we'll say. If you can even say Pilk enjoyment. All right, let's get back into this. Next question, what is the only Pokemon to completely lose a type and not get another one when Mega Evolving? This one is more for chat than Goatly because Goatly isn't familiar with Megas. What is the only Pokemon to completely lose a type and not get one when Mega Evolving? I think I actually know that one, though. Although now that I see Aggron and Mawile as options, I'm going to sit back and say I genuinely do not know that answer. I know that there are Megas that change types when they evolve. As far as dropping a type, actually, I think it is Aggron. Now that I mention it, and now that I think about that, yeah. And it is Aggron. Perfect, okay. Because I was going to say, it's like, it drops, it goes entirely to Steel, right? It drops the Rock type. Oop, there, I need this. It goes from Rock, Steel to Steel. Perfect, yep. Somewhere in the back of my brain, I knew that. All right, what do we have? Ooh, Piplup, Togepi, ooh, Finneon. Oh, these outbreaks are fantastic. Dr. Pepper. Oh, we've joked about that before. I was calling it like a Dr. Pilk or something like that. That's funny. That's funny that we've literally even joked about that before. I can appreciate that. I can highly appreciate that. All right. I need to get a Shalfa Piplup here for a bounty, so let's rock and roll on this. What do you think, chat? Pilk alternative, right? Alternative Pilk. any Andor fans out there? It just reminded me of the Calkite thing. Calkite! Calkite alternatives! Calkite substitutes! Synthetic Calkite! That's what I thought. Yeah, Cat. Okay, that makes sense, Cat. Yeah, with the alternative alternative Pilk. Hey, Blue, take care of yourself with that phone battery issue, and we'll see you on the next one, gamer. Have a wonderful evening. Oh, no, there goes that. Togepi. Up the cliff. Let's go. And Colk. I'm trying to think if I've ever actually done anything other than Pepsi and Diet Pepsi, but I don't think I have. No, that's not true. I did have a Diet Coke once because I needed it because it was the only thing I had on hand. That was actually a good one. If I remember correctly, actually the Diet Coke pill, the Silk, the Colk, whatever you want to call it, that one was the most flavorful one so far. Expel or expand your knowledge? I haven't tried set alternatives, but I do hope to. Hey, you know what? Why not? Why? What better time than now? Have you guys heard about the I think it's a switch saving someone's life. A switch saving someone's life? Go on. This is either going to be an incredible story or the beginning of a really cheesy joke. Got you, Hammerhead. We'll see in a bit. Wow, I am beans right now at throwing these Poké Balls. My goodness. My goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Oh, this is a real story? Oh. A new horde. Ooh. Would have been really cool if you were shiny, Togetic. Would have been really cool. Ooh, Dragonair Outbreak sounds good. I think that's that. But we got Togetic here. We got Finneon here. So let's do that. Let's head on over to the Togetic and then we'll do the Finneon. So my first ever shiny Pokemon while playing Let's Go Eevee was a shiny Pidgey. Nice. Let's go. Took you 3 days to find it. No shiny charm or catch combo. Nice. We love a good old random shiny Pokemon. Lovely burb. Something to do with low blood pressure and the fact that... Oh, that's right. No, I did hear about that. Yeah. Because Walmart had surprised everybody who pre-ordered the Switch 2 with like a pack of Doritos and like a Coca-Cola or something like that. And yeah, the guy was going through like diabetic shock and he needed blood sugar and he like didn't have anything on hand or like any glucose sticks on hand or anything like that. And he remembered that the Walmart had sent him the free. So it wasn't necessarily the Switch 2 that saved his life. It was the soda and the snacks that were included with his Walmart pre-order. So as much as I hate to attribute it to Walmart, I kind of think Walmart actually was more the lifesaver there. Shiny Cleffa acquired. Nice. Slash in time. Let's go. Is it the most amazing shiny? Not particularly. But is it an incredible shiny to have? You're damn right. I like that too, Andrew. It was I think Saturdays was a good format. I think Saturdays was a good format to do hide and synchro, some battles, the shiny giveaways. We'll definitely mix that in a little bit more as we move. Oh, you're not. Oh, this outbreak's not done. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely mix in some more of that moving forward, though. That kind of format for Saturdays. Bro, get the hell out of here. Am I supposed to have a shiny in Pokemon Legends Arceus was a Gligar? What's that? What's the context of that question there? Are you supposed to have a shiny and is it supposed to be Gligar? I mean, you can have a shiny and it can be Gligar. And that's a good one to have. So there is a secondary horde. Beautiful. Come on, baby. Let me get this shiny. Let me get the one that I need. Togekiss, that's fine. I've got so many Pokemon here that need to drop a ton of rocks on you guys, so that is entirely acceptable to me. Do what you need to do. Moonblast, that's fine. Oh, I'm being double teamed. That's not fair. That's rude. That's actually rude. Wingless Gerald outbreak, right? You know what, Magnemite? Go for it. You resist this. You resist fairy moves. And they're flying, so you can drop some Thunder Shocks on them. That's fine. Dude, Karate Pride, you have no idea. Togepi, Togetic, Togekiss, that family in this game, they don't like me. I don't know what I ever did to them, but we are not on speaking terms. Alright, that's fair. You know what? I apologize for my outburst. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get out of there. You don't belong up there. Ow. But why? What did I do to you? What? What did I do to deserve this hell? I can't even go check my Finneons. I can't even go check my fish. Because of you, Togekiss. Because of you. Let me be. God, it sucks too. I might have to reload this outbreak too because of the fact of that Finneon down there. Because there's the Finneon here, which could go fast. God, I just need one. I just need one. Really, I need Luminion. Throw the ball accurately, you dumb goof goat. Jesus Christ, you're large. But the storm. No! I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Alright, let me try that again, and I'm just going to go straight for the Finneon outbreak at the bottom, and then we'll go rezone if we need to. As I keep dropping my Joy-Cons everywhere. Jesus. Alright. Take off the goat horns, change up the vibe a little bit. He did if you water auto battles. Yeah, it sucks. I know. It makes you really think about what the Pokemon and their actual mechanics for how they battle, you know? Oh, thank you for the posture check there, Joey. Alright, let's head down. Rock this Finneon outbreak. Oh, and thank you for the stretch there as well, Cat. Well, now that's just incredible. I even hit that one and I didn't get it. Damn. Oh, I hit him twice and I didn't get him. Okay, that should be... Okay, now onto the secondary horde. Dude, please. Luminion's the one I really need. Can you please, game? Can you please? I beg of thee. My fishy, 'tis of thee, of this I beg of thee. Don't be a bitch. Alas and alack. What was over here in this spawn? I don't remember exactly. Birds that I'm not really in the mood for. Wasn't there another one over here that was a secondary outbreak too? It was like a guaranteed secondary outbreak. Because that's already the secondary horde. Alright. I think there's one of these over here. Yeah, I don't care about the birds. What up, playing in the pot? How you doing there tonight? Welcome on in. Enjoy your time with the farm fam. Let's check out over here. What up, Goldfish? What's going on? How are you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Hope you've been well. I was going to say, I saw that balloon before it sparkled. I saw it before it sparkled. Gotta love that. I truly do love the shinies that pop, that like you can catch before they actually do show off to you, you know? Love that. Absolutely love that. Glad we rezoned. All right. Let's head back to the camp, to the village, rather. Not before we check a shaky tree. Didn't even know there was an Onyx outbreak over here. That's fine. Sparkle to PLA is just confirmation in case you want that copium. Absolutely. Listen, I'd still rather have that and the copium than the lack thereof in Scarlet Violet. You know, the biggest question that I hope we all get the right answer for when it comes to Legends EA later this year, I hope that we get those sparkles, that sparkle and that Sam. Can you help? I've been stuck in the pot for 10 days. Maybe, potentially. How could I assist? The copium for my car. Yeah, no kidding. No, it's fine, Cat. You'll get it one day. It's fine. That was me inhaling the copium. Anyway. I got a balloon, chat. Don't you love it? It's my shiny balloon. And I gotta make sure now. Do I have a... I don't have a shiny balloon gif. Not yet. But I shall. That's so funny. It was right next to the binary. Good. Good stuff. Great stuff, actually. One would argue. Let's do this, and let's do that, and let's do this, and let's do that. And we'll do this other thing here, too, and boom. Shabam, shaboom. Cool. Well, if you don't know how I can help out, then I mean, you let me know how I can, and I'll try to do what I can for you. They're playing in the pot. Otherwise, good luck. Hopefully, you can get out of the pot soon. All right, let's see what we got. We don't even have an outbreak. All right, fine. Let's go to the Highlands then. What up, Joey? Copium mask avatar thing in Discord, but because of my PFP, the mask is lower than your face. Ah. Wouldn't exactly match up then there, would it? Joey, I gotta be honest with you, man. It's old. It's old. Like, I appreciate the support, but it's the alerts thing is getting old. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. If it happens, if it keeps happening, I'm just gonna ban you, and there won't be turning back. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I'm kind of getting tired of it. So I respectfully am asking, please do not spam and troll the alerts, or you will lose that privilege very fast. Now, that being said, let's continue on with our shiny alpha trail here. I have a rope that I can lower in the pot. That's okay. That's a good answer there, Andrew. Can I do a link trade? Depending on the possibly, but not tonight though. I can't do that. Normally, yes. But I'm going to be wrapping up soon tonight, so no, I'm not going to be doing any trades. I'm going to probably be doing this outbreak and then saying nighty night at that point. But or one last outbreak, I would say, because this is not an outbreak in my book. What are you looking to trade for though in the pot? Maybe somebody in chat be able to help you out. Joey, I'm going to take your lack of acknowledgement in chat as an understanding. A silent understanding, by the way. Because I said it, chat heard it, you've been warned, and that's that. Not the first warning, but it is the last warning. Just trolling, cat. No worries. Goatley's got it. Just like Goatley's got the shiny golem coming up here, right, chat? Bam! No, shoot, so close. Did you feel it, chat? I felt it in the air. Ooh, we got a sparkly... Oh, shiny tree. Sparkly, shaky tree, shaky tree. Show me that shiny Cherim. Cherim was half the battle. That's fair. Go ahead, see what happens. I just genuinely, at this point, man, make my damn night. Nothing, just wanted to do a trade. I have extra shiny. Oh, that's awesome. I can appreciate the desire to trade off some extra shinies. I'm in the same boat more often than not. You know what? I'm actually just gonna do something here in a second. Damn, no one were down. No Gudra, no Shalfa Crowgunk up here. Alright. I know we checked on the Steelix over there, so we don't have to go too far for it. So let's go down the valley here. Check on our bears. Possibly Teddy Ursa, possibly Ursaring. Maybe an Alpha. None of the above. Damn. No Luxio, no Shaky Tree for... Oh, one Shaky Tree. Potentially Heracross. All the trees down here that I've seen so far are all Heracross. I haven't seen anything that's not Heracross. Lo and behold. Getting close to 100 out of 100 splashes. Elaborate. 100 out of 100 splashes? Oh, for the dex data for Magikarp. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a slog right there. What will happen first? Plugging my Switch up, it's at 2% or Shiny Dragonair? I think you're gonna plug that up first. I think you gotta plug up that power first. What? Oh, I thought you were... I literally thought that was a Parasect. It was an Alpha... Paras. It was so big as an Alpha, I had no idea. That's also a possibility right there. That is a line of logic. That is true. The save option. No Motham. Anybody looking for a free shiny courtesy of playing in the pot? One of these days, that Yanmega is going to shine too, and it's going to be very nice, because that means I'll knock off another bounty. Although, there are Yanmega that spawn down this way, so let me take a look at this real quick. Zero expectation. Is that a satchel? Damn, that's an unfortunate place for someone to die. Damn. That's true, playing in the pot. What game are you looking to give away those shiny in? Got a couple people saying depends, I guess. Depends, just like a diaper. That was my dad joke for the hour right there. Alright, mass outbreaks, massive outbreaks. Let's save here and figure out. Let's flip the coin here. Let's have Sir Fetch decide for our last outbreak of the night here. We're going to have Sir Fetch decide. The head side of Sir Fetch is going to be the field lands. The black side, the back side of the coin is going to be the coastlands. Let's find out where we're going. Oh, I dropped the coin. Wait, hang on. Invalid. Invalid. Doesn't count. Doesn't count, chat. Do it over. Do it over. We are going to the coastlands, chat. Back into the coastlands. Get your swim trunks ready. Get your floaties. Shinies in Scarlet or in Legends, for those of you who are inquiring about the free shinies. Cat, do me a favor. Remind me that poll tomorrow. We'll put it up to start stream, okay? But I want to read it off here, too. Microplastics are highly processed foods with chemicals that isn't allowed in other countries outside the U.S. Bro, can I be real with you? Gamer, can I be real with you? As an American who is subjected to both at high levels, I'm gonna go fucking cry myself to sleep now. No. Meep. Alright, what do we got here? I got another Finneon, another Togetic, and a Piplup. Okay, I love these. I actually love these. Let's get that Alpha Piplup, Togetic, and Finneon we can go for as well. I mean, even the Mantike Berries. Let's do that. Let's start off with the Mantike Berries, and we'll go up the hill toward the Piplup. After taking a look at the Shaky Tree that I don't need the Shiny Burmy for. Weird to say I don't need Shiny Burmy, but if I swear to God, if I got a duplicate Shiny Trash Cloak Burmy, I'd lose my mind. If I got a duplicate of the Burmy or Wormadam out here before I did the Grass Cloak or the Sandy Cloak, I think I might lose my mind. Yeah, Cat. I'm a millennial American, trust me. I might as well be a fucking lab rat. I genuinely thought there was a shiny that didn't sparkle there because of the Mantine. It threw me off for such a second and a half there. 220 out of the 400 Pokemon in Scarlet. Nice. You got some work to do there, though, playing in the pot. Got a little bit of work to do there. I figure, and going back to Andrew, your comment before about our Saturday format, or the newer Saturday format, I should say. I kind of even like the idea of mixing in Union Circles and having other members of chat hosting Union Circles for those who can collect or finish up their Pokedexes and all that other fun stuff and trade Pokemon and do what they need to do for all that progress. I think that'd be a cool thing to do too. Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 have harder bosses. I mean, I would imagine the later the game, the harder the boss, you know. I'm not sure when the next Roblox stream is going to be there, Joey. Deja vu moment, I literally had a dream like months ago. This very moment, which included the comment I was about to type before I realized it. I got a fun fact for you, Karate Pride. So what you've experienced is actually a sensation called deja reveille. It's not deja vu. It's very similar to deja vu. I know a lot about it specifically because I actually also used to experience it a lot when I was younger. So deja reveille, and like you just explained that, you had a dream. You had a dream of an exact moment, a very specific moment that played out, and you may not, and very likely you probably didn't even remember the dream in the moment, or the night after, or the morning after, rather. You probably didn't even remember the dream the morning after. But the moment played out exactly as you dreamt it. That's deja reveille. That used to happen to me. I'm not exaggerating at all. It used to happen to me on an insanely consistent basis when I was a kid. It's kind of tempered off a little bit since I've gotten older. But I've also done a few things to my brain in that time span. So, if you have that, definitely take care of that. Take care of yourself on that one, because you never know where it will take you down the road. It's an interesting thing. I don't know. You know, what can you do with it? Who knows? But it's one of those things where it's like, you know, I'd rather have that. odd little ability than and not know what it means than not have it and know what it means, and which I did. You know what I'm saying? It is interesting. But look it up. I mean, if you're curious about learning into it a little bit more, it's called, again, Deja Reve, R-E-V-E. Or if it's a dream of the future, it's a premonition dream. You know, and they're very, honestly, I don't know if there's a difference, but they're pretty much the same. I mean, they're very similar. Yeah, if there is a difference, it's not by much. Like a premonition versus Deja Reve as far as like a phenomena. But no, it's because here's the thing. You know what? It's not a premonition in the sense that you're able to remember, recall, and understand what the message is. Deja Reve, you'll never remember it until the moment pops up. And it could be something, literally, it'll be something as mundane as just like, you know, in the relative sense of it, like, Karate Prod was just about to type a comment into a chat on a YouTube stream. Like, is it a world-shattering, earth-shaking sort of occurrence? I mean, to me it is personally, because I get to meet a new chatter, and that's awesome. I love that. Thank you. No, okay. But in the grand scheme of things, I mean, it's like, you know, no, you're really just typing a YouTube comment. But being able to tap into some, you know, and by accident, some extra sensory perception. You know, in the words of Red vs. Blue, I don't know what it means, but it keeps me up at night. No, it doesn't. It's just interesting. It's just very interesting, you know? Because, like, with Deja Reve, you also don't remember anything. Like, you literally could not recall the dream if you tried. With a premonition, it's like a very clear message that you're like, oh my god, I saw this vision. You know? 100 splashes complete. Way to go, Draconified. I always believed in you, gamer. Premonition is a bar-for-bar, word-for-word dream that happens later down the line. Again, because Deja Reve is the same thing. I really can't express that enough. Like, the exact... I'm telling you, bar for bar, word for word, facial expression, shirt for shirt. Fucking butterfly wing flap for butterfly wing flap. You know what I mean? Like, Deja Reve literally is that same thing. Like, the exact moment... I truly believe when Karate Pride said... I literally couldn't hesitate to understand that. I truly understood immediately what they were saying because I've experienced it before, you know? I genuinely know. It's like, wow, okay, I believe you the moment that you said that every moment that you just experienced, like, was something that you saw in a dream before. Whether they're being honest with us or not, and they're just playing this long, elaborate game about, you know, having Deja Reve and having us making us have this whole conversation, it would be an incredible game to play. So, no, I believe it. Potato, potato? No, I disagree, though. I don't believe that it is potato, potato. Again, because having experienced Deja Reve, I would never... Like, let me back up again to the point here. I want to lay the foundation here. A premonition is something that you remember the next day. Deja Reve, you don't remember until it is happening. And then you recall, holy fuck, I saw this in a dream. Maybe not that exact verbiage, but that's me. Like a premonition, you remember the next morning, or you remember like shortly thereafter, be like, oh my god, wait, I know of this thing that's about to occur. Deja Reve, you'll never remember and be aware that something is about to happen. Like, all right, premonition for the sake of an analogy. Premonition, think of Final Destination. Like all of the Final Destination movies where somebody was expecting some nasty shit to pop off, like that's a premonition. Deja Reve is so much more of an interesting, like, not underknown, if that's really a word for it, like lesser known phenomena. Because it is so similar to Deja Vu, it is so similar to a premonition that it is so unique in its that's not the guy I wanted to go to, but that's why it's so unique in its presence, not presence. What's the word I'm looking for? Unique in its I don't even want to say diagnosis. Like unique in its existence, we'll say. I'm going to go reset this because we did have another outbreak in the Fieldlands and we got nothing out of the coastland, so let's do that real quick. I'm the same as you where I constantly have these Deja Reve moments, some even years before the moment. Yeah, that's the crazy thing too. It could be literally years, man. It's like it's the strangest thing. Like, again, it happens a lot more when I was younger than than it does when I'm older. Like, to be honest with you, I'm one of those kind of weird people that don't really have a lot of dreams to begin with these days. So like, I don't really have the opportunity for a lot of deja reveille, but like, I'll never forget, man. I'll never forget those I still. I'm trying to think if I could remember a moment I had deja reveille, but it's like there's so few and like not few and far between, but like they're so fleeting these days. It's cool. It's weird. It's cool. The human brain is let me put it this way. Reality is often stranger than fiction in so many different ways. The human brain is just another measure of that. Absolutely playing in the pot. How can we help you? What is your most urgent request at the moment? And bear in mind, if we can't do it tonight, we are going to be streaming again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And then again on Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And again, Thursday evening at 7 p.m. That's our schedule for the week, chat. Make sure to take a look at it again, if you haven't already, on the YouTube post tab or on the Discord itself. Hit that like button again, chat, if you haven't done so on the YouTube stream, as it takes a moment of your time. But it is greatly appreciated by the goat here in the chair. Most goated thing that you could do for free, aside from hitting the subscribe button on YouTube or the follow button over on Twitch. Make sure you hit that bell on YouTube to turn on those notifications so you never miss a short stream or video. Goat, I have a question for you about tomorrow. Do you have a strategy for the upcoming gym? Hope, pray, and put Kabu's head between his legs. That's my strategy, Andrew. I know I've got Palpitoad, and I've got Tully screaming in the background. Guys, I don't know if you guys can hear that, chat. This boy is begging me for food. NASA still barely scratched the surface of the oceans, dude. I know, man, and that's the thing. When people sit there and ask me, like, would you rather explore the rest of the oceans, or would you rather explore space? I'm like, dude, the oceans. You kidding me? We've gotten like 10% of the oceans explored, or like the ocean floor explored. Like, are you kidding me? I want to know about the Leviathan, especially like if what the American government said this past year is to be believed, and we've got aliens living at the bottom of the ocean, brother. Ping the sonar. Let me know. Let me find them. Where's Atlantis? And, you know, let your wildest conspiracies run with it. You know. Wouldn't explore the oceans. I mean, listen. Here's the thing. I would explore the oceans, but the moment I found something that I'm like, you know, I'm probably better off leaving this alone and turning back, I'm literally leaving it alone and turning back. The moment I think that I know better than what's in front of me at the bottom of the ocean is the moment that I pretty much may as well forfeit my own existence. And be like, you know what? Giant sea beastie, take me. Need 243 still? Hey, no worries. You know what we can do for you? We can definitely help you out with that. We're going to be playing some Sword and Shield tomorrow, but I'm sure we're going to have some goats in the chat to be able to help you out with maybe a Union Circle, or even just direct trades to help you out with that kind of stuff. So don't you worry, they're playing in the pot. We got a really goated community here, and also for the sake of it, be sure to take a look at the Discord so you can be a part of the action between the streams, and to see if anybody over there can help you out in our Pokemon Scarlet and Violet channel on the Discord as well. The fun fact, the Leviathan is a biblical creature. See, you know, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, stuff like that, like, I'm probably good on that once we get that. But here's the thing, because it's like there's so much reference in different world cultures to, like, Leviathans, Krakens, sea serpents, you know, all these different sea beasties. Like, something's, where there's smoke, there's typically fire, right? It's like, I have the same kind of belief, too, that at one point dragons did actually exist in the world because of the fact that, like, you've got so many different cultures. I mean, I think we've even talked about this before at some point, too, because like, even with, like, the Welsh flag, like, you've got so many different cultures that, in one form or another, honor dragons and the existence of dragons, you know, and to the point where it's like, is this really mythos, or is this, like, going beyond something at this point, you know? I know I might sound crazy to some people, and that's completely fair, you know? That's okay. I know I'm not everyone's cup of tea in that regard, but that's fine. Doesn't mean I'm not going to sit here without question and, you know, try to expand my own perspective a little bit more. Whether I'm right or I'm wrong, at least I'm going to try to expand some perspective. I can always admit when I'm wrong, you know? If it's a biblical thing, you know you're good. Bro, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot going on in the Middle East that's reminding me of biblical bullshit right now. Anyway, so that's another day that's another conversation for another day, though. Let's go take a look at... I mean, there's nothing here that I need for bounties, because I got the Buizel already. I guess, you know, let me go take a look at Romanus Island, and I'll take a look past the Alpha Infernape. I could take a look down by the Alpha Lopani for Beneries, and still need to get the West Sea Shellos. I'm a little surprised that West Sea Shellos isn't making its appearance to me. Am I going to do a Scarlet stream? I am... So if we do a Scarlet and Violet... Well, we do Violet. I have Violet, so that's my version of it. But, yeah, I'll be doing Scarlet and Violet on Wednesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, for more shiny hunting over there. So if no one's able to help you between tonight and tomorrow playing in the pot, we'll definitely be able to help you on Wednesday for it. So don't you worry about that, gamer. You're in the right place, gamer. Trust me when I tell you that. It might just take a moment. That's all. Need to evolve 2 Magikarp to complete the dex for Magikarp. That should be pretty easy. I'd feel Draconified. I feel like you're good on that. Bad enough I have a fear of drowning, but exploring the ocean would actually probably give me thalassophobia. That sounds like it might be the fear of the... I think it's a fear of deep ocean, specifically. Which is appropriate, yeah. Yeah, dude. Cat, trust me. Like, the Ocean Gate Explorer thing, like, that's one of, like... one of the worst possible ways I could imagine going, legitimately. I wouldn't know it, granted, that I was going, but, like... Nah, man, something about that. Falling from a great height, drowning at a great depth. Neither one I'm really a fan of. Need the Evo for Bramblin? Oh, that's an easy one. Oh, that's an easy one. You can actually do it yourself. All you got to do is take your Bramblin. And actually, you know what? I put a video up about that a while back, playing in the pot. Take a look at boy, I'll have to remember what it is. But there's a video I did where you basically, it's the same evolution method for Bramblin, for Palmy, and for I'm gonna blank on the other one. Palmy, Bramblin, and something else. But essentially, all you have to do is use the Let's Go feature and drop and have them follow you, and have them follow you for like 1,000 steps. That's it. Brambleghast is a very easy Pokemon, a very easy evolution to get. Hey, Karate Pride, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your evening, and we'll catch you on the next one, gamer. Let's see. Any shaky trees for my Burmy fixation here? That sounds like a big old negative. Have I 100% this game? Which game were you talking about there, Joey? Reller, thank you, Draconified. That's exact. I appreciate that. For some reason, my brain was just not capable of pulling that one out. I appreciate that. Legends Arceus. Have I completely 100%ed Legends Arceus? No, I have not. No, I think 100%ing Legends Arceus would include perfecting every dex data. I think maybe even getting the living dex for each Pokemon, completing all the quests. Like, I look at 100%ing Legends Arceus, and I look at it in a very a very completionary, all-encompassing sense, you know? That's a good question, though. Out of all the biblical creatures, besides the angels, of Leviathan scares me the most. I was gonna say, or God, you know? At times, God's kind of been a dick, you know? Just floods and shit, fire and brimstone. I'm just saying. Kind of a scary dude. I'm sure Noah would agree with me, you know? Siren Head? Oddly, I don't think Siren Head is a biblical feature or creature. I could be wrong. Listen, I could be wrong. I mean, my people's book was the Old Testament. I don't know about the New Testament. That's a whole new book of another testament to me. Lissai. No shiny beyond the 4 that we've gotten tonight. And you know what? Hey, listen. At least we've got the Bergmite to help out complete the living dex data for our Avalog line, another shiny Apom to be given away, a shiny Lopunny and shiny Drifloon to be given away as well. Next time we return to Legends Arceus, we'll have a plethora of options to choose from, unless I decide to shiny hunt offline, which I probably will, because that's kind of been my leisure game lately. So, otherwise, chat, though, we're going to wrap up and get out of here. I just want to say, guys, thank you very much for tonight being the goats that you are. We're going to be coming back together tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, right here at Goat Gaming on YouTube and on Twitch. We're going to be continuing with part 3 of our Sword Nuzlocke. Reminder, chat, that you guys get to influence the way the stream, the way that the Nuzlocke goes by influencing with the wheel of prizes, punishments, and physical challenges. Every $5 dono, every membership, every gifted membership, you guys get the opportunity to spin that wheel and influence Goatly's Nuzlocke. That being said, chat, y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you for all the love today, the likes, the subs, the follows, the shares. You guys have been absolutely goated. Stay safe, stay goated, take care of yourselves, take care of your neighborhood, and do something good for your community. And until tomorrow, I have been Goaty Goat, and you've been the real goats of this all, so I just want to say to you, adios, amigos. I will see you on the next one. Sleep well, and we will see you tomorrow afternoon. Take care, goats.